decent angle on this, we'll watch it like this. Gonna get underway any second. There we go. Lights 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lights out, and off we go then. Seems like Liam's got a good start then on the mediums. Ferrari just behind him. Ali's got a good start as well, overtakes Legend into turn 1. Doesn't like there's been any accidents so far. They're all coming out of turn 2 then. They all look unscathed. Here's a good start from Ali then and Liam, both the medium runners. Liam's got pretty much nearly a second gap already on Ali. Some more changes. Oh, I saw a wing flying then. Is that Morgan? Yep, he's got no front wing. Bit of contact then. Oh, someone else has got no wing as well. Is an Alpine, Simon. A few wings gone already then. So Ali's looking to catch up to Liam then. Kevin takes Rampton, moves up to P17. Well then, it's a yellow flag. Simon's retired from the race and looks like he's lost it and he's binned it into the wall. Secret yellow flag then. It's going to be a safety car. No. Just the yellow flags then. And legendary Danny D, looks like he's lost here as well. See if we catch anyone on board. See what happened to him. Oh, Morgan's lost a wing. Oh, Danny D's lost it, and there's a full safety car already. We didn't even get a full lap. There's a safety car out already. Must be a chance for those that lost the wings then to come into the pits. Get a fresh one. See, some of the tyres are gonna go on then. Big fan of cars. Yeah, it looks a bit cool, doesn't it, when cars got damage and they're still fighting for that position. Safety car Grand Prix, yep. Tell me about it. It's like F2 last night. That was a safety car Grand Prix. And we don't get another one like that with Division 2 then, in Formula 1. So let's have a look at our big winners and losers then from the first lap carnage. There's Ellis up to P5 then, but up 7 places. Otter is up 8 places and into P6. Private Comet in the house is up to P8, moved up 7 places. Kevin's moved up 7. Big losers then, probably all the guys that got wing damage. Be Adrian, down 9. VR is down 8. Morgan's down 10. CSC Morris at the back then, lost 9 places. Yeah, safety car out then, some change in the wings. Maybe some coming in for the softs early, doing a late 2 stop. Well, let's have a look, see, did anyone possibly put on the hards? Nope, no one's that brave. So we're on board with the SLR Liam then. So he comes up to the safety car. She'll take us round for a lap or 2 before it comes back in then. Yeah, so Legend is down in 11 places and he's all the way down into P13. Did he come in and pit? He did pit. He can put a set of mediums on. Okay. How do I drop so much? Can we get the tyres? Yeah, I've just had the tyres up. There we go. Yeah, everyone's pretty much on the mediums right now, then except Owen and Amoli, so they might be quick off the start to the safety car, but not going to be long before they have to pit. Because the softs do drop off quite a bit at Baku. Spaggy fans cheering on Liam then. He's done well to stay in the lead then. Sally's just managed to keep behind him. He got a good start for the line as well. Not wise. Don't really need up there, do it. There we go. Safety car is in this lap then. So they're going to be warming their tyres up. Let's be on board with Liam to see when he goes. See if he can catch Ali out. He's not quite going yet. Still warming them tyres up. And he's off then. And well, he didn't fall behind him, but looks like Ellis did, and Bad Otter's going to get run on Ellis. It's going down into turn 1. Sally's just behind Liam. He's going to make a move into turn 1 and on the outside. No, Liam cuts it off. As Bad Otter makes it around the outside into turn 1 then. And then makes it through nice and clean then. Is any casualties into turn 1? Nope. Okay, very good then. Back on board with Sally, and he's got Ali just behind him. Was he trying to get him into turn 3 then? No. As we Prime Comet gets ahead of Moley into turn 3. So then Owen Howell's just on the back of Moley, then he's on the sauce. He might be looking to make a pass very soon as clock's just behind Alan then. Very close, but they are going through the castle sections. Everyone seems to have got through there fine. There's a bit, ooh, someone hit the curb a bit, but looks like everyone made it through then. So, on board with Ali, then he's right behind Liam. He's not wanting to lose him here. Bad Otter is just closely behind them as well, so he might end up joining the chase. So he'll get around that corner very nicely. He's got Owen, oh, and SLR Moley's spun, and oh, there's 2 cars spun, oh, and he's gonna, looks like there's gonna be chaos back there. And 2 cars are spun, and the safety car's back out already, and we didn't even get a full lap before the safety car's back out. Oh. It's gonna be the safety car Grand Prix here then. Owens dived into the pits and put us on a set of mediums. Oh dear. So that's 2 more cars. We lost an SLR Allen and SLR Motley. It's like coming around turn 19. It's an horrible place. You can lose your back end there. So we got another safety car. Let's have a look at them. Position changes. A few position changes in that one racing lap then. I think Owen made a few, but he came in, dived straight into the pits, put on a set of mediums while he could. Maybe getting ahead of anyone else who tries to pit. If anyone else possibly come in for the hards. Is anyone else on the mediums? Let's have a look then. Tyres. Everyone's on the mediums, so no one should be pitting really. Unless they're going to come and put the hards on, which Don't know why you would. So, yeah. So I think we've had what? Maybe not even a full racing lap before the safety car, I think. Possibly. Might have had one. Let's have a look. No, we might have had one full lap one. So see anyone's gonna come into the pits as a smart move. So you'll come up behind the safety car then. Big winners at the minute is Bad Otter, up 11 places. Comet's up 10. Darren's up 10. Kements is up 11. Clock's up 11. So Adrian's elected to pit. And he's put on his first set of mediums. No, his second set of mediums. Interesting. Oh, wow. 2 safety cars already. Lap 6. We've had 1 racing lap, so it's very good. We get more than what the F2 did yesterday, especially the feature race. Yeah. So let's upload. Clock is in P9. He did get back-to-back podiums in Monaco, so maybe trying to grab a third here. So the safety car is in this lap then. See if Liam can get the better of Ali this time. Ali was on it last time then. The Bad Otter did, I think, fall behind a bit in the off. So Liam slowed right down then. See when he's off. Is he going? He's still warming up a bit. And he's off then, looks like. Yep, Ali's a bit slow. He's going to have to defend from Bad Otter. Bad Otter is right just beside him. Oh, now he takes it back and Bad Otter takes P2 back off of him. Side by side into turn 2 then. Bad Otter gets past him. So there's any casualties going into turn 2. No. Looks like everyone's got through there fine. So Liam has nearly got second gap already. Very good on the restart for him. So is Bad Otter. Managed to get the jump on Ali. Ali was slacking behind a bit. So you come now to turns 5 and 6. Seems like everyone's got through there. Okay. Is there going to be any late lunges? Maybe from Morgan. Is he having a look? Down the inside. Side by side then going into castle section. This is not going to be good. Oh, and he backs off then. Don't want to take that chance. You do not want to go side by side into there. On board with VR. He's getting pretty close to Kements in front of him then. Maybe looking to make a move down a straight. I do want to see this fight at the front though with Ali. Bad Otter. Can he get him into turn 1? Don't think he quite has the speed. No, he doesn't. Legend. No, he didn't make the move on clock either, so... Now into turn 2 then. Legend is just behind him. Could possibly look to make a move on clock. No, it's too far away now. Oh, and he smashes into the back of him. He forgets what his braking point is, and probably got a bit of wing damage from that. I'm surprised if he hadn't. Yeah, he's lost his front end plate. Don't know what happened there. Morgan takes him, and looks like a bit of damage. He's going to fall right down the pack now. It's not looking good for Legend. Did have a good qualifying and start on the front. I think he's on the front row, yeah. He's now dropped all the way down to P16. Wing damage. Well, his teammate is in P1. A decent gap then on Bad Otter. His whole 7 attempts. Nice little 3 cars at the front, and then Ellis is 2.5 seconds behind his. Falling a bit behind with Darren's and Comet just behind them, and then we've got a little train here at the minute, South Raptor, all the way down to Adrian. Big car train, then I wonder if anyone loses it then. Doesn't look like it so far. South Raptor might be looking to make a pass here. And he does. Gets along past him then. And Kemments and the ex-private's gone into the pits then. And Legend does. Maybe put another set of mediums on, or possibly a set of hards. We don't know. See what they come out. Private's put a set of softs on. Might be going medium, soft, medium, possibly. So it's Adrian gets past Morrison. Very clean move from him. Such an awful view that, looking at the back like that. It's Owen then, right on the back of SLR Morgan. Maybe think about making a move down the inside, down in turn 7. No, he's going to wait his time. You don't want to risk it around this section. Looks like all the cars made it through then. Escaped. So Liam then, it is in P1, lap 9. Bad Otto is just behind him by just over half a second in P2. SLR Alloys dropped back a bit. Nearly 1.5 seconds in P3. Less in P4. So got anyone else looking to make a move down the straight then? So look, Kevin's close enough. Might be looking to make a move here on South Raptor. He's just behind him. Can he get past him? Probably using his EOS. And he gets past him then, just before into turn 1. As Morgan gets past a Vapid Coots. Oh, Morgan looks a bit slidey then under the braking. Nearly lost it. So Owen is just behind then. Been looking to make a move down into turn 3. Oops. Let's go back on board with, let me find him, South Raptor then. He's just behind Kemments. Kemments has hits a wall slight bit coming out of that corner, and South Raptor's having a look on the outside. Going side by side then. Gets a job. Oh, slight collision then. Vios gets past him, takes the position, says thank you very much. Don't know what happened there. And there's Owen and Adrian's got past Kemments. Yeah, cause he might have a bit of damage now after that. What happened there? Nope, doesn't see like there's any damage. So Adrian gets past Owen. What's happened to Owen? And let's have a look. He's dropped 2 places. Oh, he's got no front wing. Oh dear. So he'll be making a pit stop then. Don't know what happened there. It's like Morgan, and he's just right on the back of Sochi clock. Oh, let's have a look then. Bad Otto and Liam into turn 1. He's looking to make a move. Can he get it done coming out of turn 2 then? No, it's a bit wobbly. He does get the DRS though, so might make it into turn 3. As he goes on the outside then. And he's side by side and through turn 3. And he gets past him going into turn 4. Then Ali's just behind. Possibly trying to get past Liam now as well. Nice little 3-car battle here for the lead. So we've got 3 cars coming in the pit zone. We've got Morris, he's put on a set of hards. Owen, mediums. Kement's a set of softs. As some, how many stops is there done? It's just the top 4, top 5, and Sochi Clock, who hasn't made a stop yet. Look at that Bad Otto up 13 places, currently in P1. It's been very good from him so far. Not very good for Legend though, down in P13, down 11 places. Let's go on board with Vapid Coots then. Is he going to catch up to such a clock? Maybe make a move down the main straight? DRS open then. Does a clean move back in front into turn 1 then. Very good move by Vapid Coot. Taking P7. He's got Adrian just behind such a clock as well, behind his teammate. What's going on here? Maybe teammates battling. Which I hope they don't. South Raptor, he's just behind Private Comment, then he'll come get the DRS out of turn 2. Looking, probably getting a pass on him. Private Comment is on the softs, I believe. Let me find it. No. Yeah. So, fine with this position back then. It's too wide, going up. Into turns 5 and 6 then. Raptor just stays in front. Maybe Comet's going to look for the move down the inside. No, he's going to wait his chance then. As we got on board with VR46 then. Right on the back of Darren 22. Looking to make a move down the main straight. Nope. DRS open then. Doesn't get it done down into turn 1. So I'm looking for him as such a clock. Overtook by his teammate Adrian, who's on the fresher tyres. Private Comet. Can take a South Raptor coming down the main straight then. Gets past him. South Raptor's gone into the pits then. On fresh. One lap immediately goes straight into the bits. Must have damage then. Owen Howell takes the fastest lap time then so far. This VR is just on the back of Darren and I want to get past him very soon. SLR Morgan picks up the first penalty of the day. Probably for track limits. Feels just slightly a bit slower around the castle section, so he did drop her back a bit. To make some time up in sector 3 then. The field is a bit more spread a bit now. It's like 3 different trains. That looks a bit. It's very close on the back of him. Ooh, it's going to get very tight. Might be overtaken before the DRS. DRS open. He gets the speed on him. And Darren goes into bits. Know where he disappeared to then. There's a few people have elected to put the hards on then. So Darren's also put the hards on. The yellow flag in sector 1. It looks like a Mercedes of such a clock. He's spun. And he's lost his front wing by the looks of it. So, not going very good for him. He's going to do pretty much a whole lap without a front wing. It's going to be terribly slow. He's trying to use a bit of the slipstream off him. Then, it's Adrian. Caught to Morgan and Vapid Coot, then he's going to join this battle for P5 and 6. It's a little fight between Legend and Kemments. This Legend comes out on top then on the medium tyres. Kemments maybe gets a bit more grip, might go down the inside. Nope. He waits for his time then. As Owen gets past clock then just before the castle section. Very good overtake for him. Start hounding down Private Comet then. He's like about 5 seconds behind then. That's just clock pretty much moving out of the way. No front wing. It's Adrian then. It's a bit too far behind. Rapid has got Morgan just on the back of him. Probably going to make a move coming out of turn 2 then. The DRS open maybe. Oh, slight wiggle on the back end. Adrian has got DRS off of Rapid Coop, which will help keep him in front. Oh, Legend then. Oh, it's a bit of the curb on the inside and the outside. Behind Kemments again. So, like a good little battle for them. And, oh, Bad Otter picked up a penalty. It's not very good for him in the lead then. Track limits. He's going to have to try and increase that gap onto Liam. But anything can happen from now till then. Still another 11 laps to go. As whose news battles we've got now? Feels starting to spread out a bit, like a few second gaps everywhere close. We've got probably SLR Morgan. Going to catch up to Adrian then. But he does have that penalty, so we want to make up some more places. I think he's a bit too far behind. And did lose DRS, so Adrian's going to have a look at Vapid Coots and maybe down the inside. Nope. Going to wait his time for the next DRS zone coming out of turn 2 then. See if he gets a better exit. Slight wiggle, but he looks perfectly fine. DRS open. He's catching. He's going inside, outside. He's going down the inside. He gets it done then. Not the best of exits coming out of turn 3 though. Or turn 4, Vapiku is just behind him, looking to take that position back. As Legends come into the pits again, might have some damage. As what happened to Bad Otter? Oh, Bad Otter's spun. Oh dear, coming out of the castle section. He's going to have damage, he's got to wait for all them cars to go past as well, so he's going to... Oh dear, it was looking good for him this race, but now it's terrible. All the way down into P8 is only got end plate damage. Weird enough. Means SLR Liam is back in the lead then. After that spin from Bad Otter. Coming out of that very tricky castle section. Got Morgan's having a look on Vapid Kuzan going down the main straight. DRS open. There we go. Gets past him then. Sure, the medium guys are gonna come in for the pits very soon. Probably on a set of softs, the front two. Well, front three then, maybe. In a few more laps then. Kemens gets past LA and Otter. Saving into the pits. He's up to P9. Let's have a look. Position changes then. Ellis up 10. Darren's up 9. Kemens is up 9 from 18 to P9. He's got some 2 points for him. Been good. Recovery drive. Starting from P18. As pretty much everyone's done a stop now except for Liam and Ellis. And what tyres? VR's done a stop, but he's definitely going to have to pit again unless he wants to try and take them to the end. But Adrian's not far behind then in P4. Only done 10 lap old mediums. Going to go into P1 then when front two pit. Well, VR's going to go in. I'd say Adrian's net P1 then. So VR possibly going to have to pit again. As we got Kevinson, he's closing up to the back of Darren. Darren's on the hard, so he's not going to be super quick. Down the main straight then. Whacking that DRS wide open. No, he comes into the pits then. Didn't need it. Darren's come into the pits on 2 lap old the hards. Interesting, maybe put a set of mediums on. Yep, he does. Interesting. As here we go then, P1 still SLR Liam then after that crash from Bad Otter. Did put on the softs to try and regain some places back now then. He did spin in that cash section's yellow flag in sector 2. That's VR. Is got straight into the wall at the castle section, then he had to reverse out a bit then. Has he got any damage? Not any visible damage. So he might go away with that one. As Ellis is nearly in DRS range, then Liam. If he can stay in DRS range, then down the main straight, try and catch up. What's he doing? As Darren 22 gets a penalty then. 3-second time penalty. So Ellis has closed the gap now. It is half a second now. Maybe having a look at the overtake in the DRS zone coming out of turn 2 then going into turn 3 as VR is coming for the pit now. Can he get him? Is he having a look down the inside? No. Backs out of it. Don't want to risk it. He can just save it for the main straight if he wants to. Yeah, Adrian can go to the end. SLR Ali fastest lap then a 140 as Adrian has only done 12 laps on his medium tyres. So it's in net P1 so far then. Because these front two still have to pit. I believe. So I'm gonna go anytime soon. Yep. Save Vapid. Yeah, I'd say Morgan's probably got to come in a pit again, so the minute, looking like a net P1 for Adrian, net P2 for Vapid, and then net P3 for Owen Howell. At the minute, only Owen could get on the podium places here. And then coming down the main straight, then there's going to an Ellis catch up to SLR Liam. Get that DRS wide open then. As Liam dives into the pits then. So you knew Ellis was going to overtake him, so he thought he might as well just dive in now, put on a fresh set of softs on then. Going to take him to the end. Wondering where he's going to come out then. Let's have a look then. Let's see if he gets out in front of Owen and Vapid Coot. Just comes out just behind the Vapid Coot then, but he is on that fresh softer tyre. Just gotta hope it doesn't drop off before 6 laps then. So he's in that P3 place. Oh, net P3 at the minute then. Take Vapid Coot here. There's Ellis coming around the castle section, then Adrian is only 3 seconds behind him. He's not needing to pit. Could take these tyres to the end then. So it's looking very good for him. As Clock and Raptors having a little battle, let's go to them if we can find them. Yep, Raptors on the hards as well, quite some 4-lap old softs. Might end up dropping off soon. Let's have a look at Bad Otter then, just behind CSC Morris, coming up to the castle section. Oh, and Morris seems to tail whip the castle wall then. This is 2 places. Yellow flag. I wonder if he's got more than wing damage. He has lost an end plate, so it's a bit of a nasty whack. As Ellis coming to the pits then, so Adrian takes P1 in the race. Morgan gets past him. Let's see where Ellis comes out then. Does he come out in front of Liam? And he doesn't. He does. Yeah, he's just come out just in front of Liam, but it's a safety car as well. He's come out just at the right time. Just in front of Liam, he's just come in the pits as well, so... Oh my lord, this is going to change it up at the end now. Because Adrian is on 14 lap mediums. Morgan's on the 18 lap mediums, but they are going to have the fresh softs of Ellis and Liam just behind them after the safety car restart. So what was looking like a really good strategy call from Adrian there is in P1 he's going to have to hold on to that lead now with them old medium tyres. Better than fresh softs. Let's look at all them people coming in for the softs then for the last few laps sprint then. Is anyone going to stay out on the mediums? Did Adrian end up in such a good position? Yeah, there was 2 safety cars by lap 6, so and he ended up in a good position. He just ended up coming out in P1 just before the safety car. It looked like he was possibly a really good chance to take the win, but this safety car now has messed it up. As yeah, he did do the 2 stop. So I saw Morgan's coming to pits now. And Vapid Coot's probably putting on a set of softs. It's just Adrian stays out then on the 15 lap old mediums. Everyone behind him is going to be on them fresh softs. It's not looking good for him. He's going to drop a few places then unless he can really hold on to this place. Literally everyone behind him is on fresh tyres. Yeah, it's going to possibly allow Legend to catch up as well if he gets a bit of a move on. I don't know if he has Delta at a minute. But he's going to have to really get a move on to catch up, thanks. It's not going to come in this lap, possibly next lap, the lap after, so... Yep. Good. It's going to help Legend out a lot here, and if he can catch up to the back of the pack, he was in no man's land. After... yeah. Adrian's probably not going to get that win now, being the only car to stay out on old mediums, and everyone's giving fresh sauce. There's SLR Darnell's cheering on Liam then to get the win. It's going to be a close battle. Notice Owen's up there in P6 as well. Yeah, Adrian should have paired. So yes, got Ellis, and Liam on the fresh softs just behind that. Probably gonna end up P1 and maybe 2. Morgan does have that penalty, so he's gonna draw back a few places in. RP Coot is quick as well, he's just behind him. Could we see 2 of those on the podium? Possibly. Could possibly happen. This is Baku, so anything can happen. So Legends trying to catch up. Safety cars probably might come in this lap. Maybe the next lap then. They are closing up a bit, so it could end up coming up. Last few cars could catch up, as it might come in this lap then. This Legend really needs to get a move on. Lap 23 of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Legend's not too far away now, he might just catch up by the time they slow down if the safety car does come in this lap. Be very close. Yeah, Adrian could possibly pretty much drop to the back at this rate. Everyone's on fresh softs. He's on the mold mediums. Yeah, everyone. I probably won't even make top 10, to be honest. You'd have to pull it off really good to stay in the top 10. Safety car is not coming in this lap, so it will be in the next lap then. That will allow Legend to catch up. We're going to have a 2-lap sprint to the end with no DRS. Be very interesting then. So known as So we are going to get that 2-lap shootout then for the end. Who's going to come out on top? Yeah, it is only 2 laps, but they're going to be nearly 20-lap olds mediums against fresh softs by the end of the race. So it's not going to have much grip here, so something could happen. I'll change the race. As Legend has caught up to the back of the pack then, so he's going to be very happy about that. He can maybe climb into the points then, because he does have that pace to possibly get in there. Trying to drink that. Yeah. Just waiting for that notification now. The safety car will come in this lap. So it's not going to stay out any longer, because the game won't allow it. There we go then. Safety car is coming in. So Adrian's going to slow right down. He's going to have to pull off some trickery here to not get overtaken even just before even turn 1 by 2 or 3 cars. Liam is just on the back of Ellis then, because he's looking, and it looks like they've gone away then. So Adrian has done the restart. That's an awful view. As he does get a good jump away from Ellis then, going down to turn 1. Ooh, and Liam dives it down the inside. Then Ellis takes it back on the switchback. There's a bit slight contact between Liam and Morgan then into turn 2. Off of his yellow flag is sector 1. Looks like it's VR. He's spun coming out of turn 2 then. So Adrian's still half a second in the lead somehow. Liam's trying to catch up. This is right on the back of Adrian now. Surprised he's still in the lead at this point. He's doing very well so far. Oh, slight wiggle coming out there. Through the castle section. Nicely done. So Ellis is going to really want to overtake him. Possibly going down into this corner then. VR's retired. He looks like he's crashed then in the castle section. It's Liam Morgan who's clashing tyres there. Tasty is going to get side by side in a minute. Oh, it's very close. Yellow, still VR in it. And Adrian's still got that half a second gap on Ellis. Going into the final lap, he could end up pulling this off and getting the win here. As Darren picks up a time penalty then, it's a yellow flag, it's sector 1, that's Morgan then. Private Comet gets past South Raptor then. He's side by side down into turn 3. Ellis is only 2 attempts behind him then. Another yellow flag, sector 1. He's gone off now. South. Adrian's still in the lead. He's got some great defending here. He's not got the traction coming out. Turn 6 then. He's down in P2. It's like, oh, and there's contact between Liam and Owen, and looks like Owen spun Liam into the wall. He takes his P3 from him. Oh, and now he's dropped all the way to the back now then. So Owen is just behind Adrian then, trying to steal his P2 then. And down into towards sector 3 as Owen does get past him and pushes him a bit out of the way, and four cars overtake him in that process. He's starting to drop off now. So Owen is in P2, Vappy Coop's in P3. We've got Ellis here. Coming around the final corner then. Down the main straight. On lap 26. going to be Ellis 37, your race winner. In P1 with Owen just behind him in P2, Vapid Coup in P3 then. Kemence P4, SLR Ali in P5. Sochi Clock is 6, Private Comments is 7th. Legend has managed to get up to 8th, managed to get a few points, a good recovery from him. Bad Otter in 9th, South Raptor in 10th. Adrian dropped all the way down to 11th in the end, so he drops out of the points. SR Morgan's P12, Darren is P13, and Liam just taking it casually across the line, a P14. Yeah, it's very good then. This commences a driver day in game, so I'm not going to comment on what happened. Plus Ellis, Owen and Vapid then, let's invite him into the party. So let's see, there's is it Ellis, Vapid, Ellis, Owen. Yes, if your classification there's Ellis P1, Owen's P2, Vapid's P3, Kemet's P4, Ali's P5, Sochi Clock's P6, Private Comet's P7, Ledger P8, Bad Otter P9, South Raptor P10. Your bottom 10, South Raptor, Adrian, Morgan, Darren, then Liam's P14. Then VR 15th, Morris, Alan, Moley, Danny D, and Simon 37. Yes, it was a very good race then. Let's get on to our podiums then. So, who we got Ellis and Owen at the minute. I wonder if Rapid's joining the party. Here he comes. Yeah, so let's get onto the podium. Then Vapid Coup finished P3. Started P5. How do you feel your race went for you? And that safety car at the end kind of helped a lot of people out as well. So it was a no-brainer, wasn't it? Do you think? Can you hear me? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Oh, sorry, my mic wasn't working there, sorry.
Oh. Dear. Right, go on.
Yeah, to be honest, I was kind of unexpected, that was all, I'm not going to lie. It was a bit mayhem towards the end of that race, with, people crashing, and luckily my teammate DNF'd as well, but I'll take the points nevertheless. I managed to keep my nose as clean as I could, so yeah, I've really got much to say on that. I know I got hit the way by Ferrari at the end of that race, but I don't know what the hell had happened, but I'm happy to take P3 either way, so yeah, congrats to the other two, they did a brilliant job.
Yeah, it was a good job there, securing P3 and well done on the podium.
Thank you.
And so we move on to P2 then. It was Owen Howell. Yes, went a bit crazy in the last lap then, but you ended up on the podium. How'd you sum up your race?
Yeah, I mean, that race was basically just a case of those overall just guessing when the safety car will come in and just basically distract you off of that, really. I got finished multiple times then, but I'm pretty sure it was Vapid that I crashed into the back of earlier on and got damaged, but after it was a slow moving car, I tried to get out of the way of him. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of cases then where it was just like, a lot of the time, especially when it's towards the end of the race, you just got to kind of think about. Sometimes it's not always the case with some drivers, but unfortunately that's how it is. I thought my last lap was completely clean. Clearly other people didn't think the same, but we move.
Yeah, well done on P2 then. Are you looking forward to next week? I can't remember what track it is next week.
France is next week,
France.
if I'm not mistaken, and I've always loved France, so it will be very interesting to see how that goes. Hopefully today will start an upturn for me, really.
Yeah, because Alpine, that's some more points for Alpine then, 'cause you are quite above in the constructors in P2, so well done on second place.
Thank you.
We move on to our race winner then, is Ellis 37. You might, he's getting a bit nervous then on the last 2 laps. He's still behind Adrian in the last lap, and then you managed to overtake him. And how'd you feel your race went? And
Yeah, it was a solid race. Absolute awful race in the sense of it was just consistently like I could hear crashing and everything going on behind. You just get your head down and stuff. And as I say, I kept checking the rear view mirrors and I just saw cars all over the shop. I mean, there was a really lucky safety car. Me and Liam were neck and neck just up until the safety car, so got lucky with that. But moving out of that, you know, I had a good restart. Adrian did unbelievably to carry on with those tyres because I think they were too old to even, you know, go. But he did well. He held up massively, and I did think he was going to, you know, see me out. But I got a move done where I'd been absolutely awful the whole week, so I couldn't believe that. But then, yeah, it was a nervous last 2 corners. But yeah, got away with it, first win, so happy with that. France next week.
yeah, congratulations on your first win as well. There's some good points for Aston Martin there in the constructors. So, how do you feel you're going to be in France? Is it a strong track for you?
It's not a favourite track, but I get some practice, and we'll see if I can, you know, repeat what I've done.
Yeah, hopefully you can. So well done on your race win.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's all for your stream today. Then we got Ellis P1, Owen P2, and Vapi Koot in P3. I've been SLR Marsh, and I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I won't, but stream again tomorrow for Division 3, so don't forget to join us. It starts at 6 PM, and Division 4, which starts at 9 PM, which I'll be racing in. So make sure you watch that as well. So, good night.